Hello, in this video we're going to look at a job safety analysis form. These are commonly used by individuals and a type of individual card. Sometimes they're very small, like a wallet size or pocket size card. And it's meant to kind of analyze the safety of the job or the task that you are about to take during the day, and to give you time to think about before you start them. Think about what type of hazard may be involved in that job that you're undertaking, and think about barriers and controls, things that maybe you can help to mitigate the risk to you, to the harm that it may cause you. So a typical type form it's like this. You might have information like you have at the top here: company name, the contractor name, where your work location is. Maybe describe the work location, because you could be working from site to site, or you could be working on a particular site that's quite big, so you can narrow down the description to where you are on that particular site. The trades groups involved, what trade group you're involved, any major equipment they're going to use, if you have any reference materials regarding that project that you're doing. Again, you get the project name, the supervisor in charge, and the estimated start date and duration of it, and again, you can label it as individual date work that you're undertaking for that day, and then make a new card or a new analysis for the next day. Down below is a table, pretty bare table because there's nothing obviously in it right now. But under the job steps, you could put down the type of thing that you were doing. Let's say you were installing copper drainage waste and vent pipes, and you were soldering. So you were soldering and installing drain, waste, and vent pipes. You can put down under the hazard section a potential to maybe cut yourself as you were cutting the pipe, or get cut by the pipe. Another potential hazard could be fire, catching on fire, or catching something else on fire that could lead to your being unsafe for yourself. And then in the barriers and controls, you could put down some stuff to help you, and the maybe for the potential hand cutting, we could wear gloves, make sure there's any protective guards that you might need that are still in place for your cutters, as well as maybe for the fire controls. You could put down to have a fire extinguisher with you, and the proper class of fire extinguisher. So you can write that down. That will help you mitigate any type of hazard for yourself. So again, you can put down a fire extinguisher that can help put the fire out if the fire did start, and you could potentially wear gloves, or always be aware of that when you're cutting, to keep your fingers away from the cutting device. So this is a job analysis form that can be completed and handed out at the end of the paperwork. As always, with sometimes they're at the top or the bottom, you would have prepared by, that's yourself, the one who was doing it for your particular work, obviously approved by your supervisor, and the date approved. A lot of tendency is you would complete these at the beginning of the shift, like I mentioned, and then put down the types of jobs you're doing. There'd be more spaces like there is above here, so as just in case your job changes. Now maybe say you're installing drainage pipe in a ceiling, so now you're working at heights, so that could be a hazard. Falling could be a new hazard. So as you change jobs and it creates new hazards, you should fill in your card. And again, it kind of helps you think about what hazards are there. It gives you time to reflect before you start the work. So again, every time you change work, you add it to the list there, you put down your hazards, and then what controls you have over them. There's some instructions on a lot of the forms, like there is in this one. We'll say to be prepared by a supervisor directly involved in the work. And in some cases, that's the case. In some cases, individuals fill out their own individual job analysis for their individual work, and then hand it into their supervisor. Okay. So again, these are job analysis forms. Again, they help you to be aware of the work you're doing, what hazards there may be involved in it, and to make sure that you think about what kind of controls you can put in place to lessen the hazard for yourself, or to eliminate the hazard altogether.